This next article is entitled "The Church and Secret Societies, the Hidden Faith of Our Founding Fathers." The Church and Secret... Now, this is a DVD that just came out through Cutting Edge. The Church and Secret Societies is perhaps the first and only documentary to go where no film has ever gone before, into the hidden faith of America's founding fathers. Many founders were involved in secret societies, and yet it is often claimed these men were Christians who were trying to build a Christian nation. But was their faith the true faith of the Bible? And is it possible, as some claim, that the exact opposite is true? Now remember, if we're getting it from the history books, you have to question it. You have to question things that are, and you have these guys on currency and the dollar bills and the, $5 bills, and these are great men of God and all these other things. And you have to think, like on the dollar bill, for instance, you have the great seals of the Illuminati on the back of the $1 bill, and you have to think, why would they honor these people? If they were really true, born-again, Bible-believing, on-fire-for-God Christians, why would they honor them so much on so many different levels? I believe they only honor their own, the Illuminati in particular. What did the founders believe about the person of Jesus Christ? Were they fighting for Christianity or against it? Moreover, is it possible that the events of the American Revolution have a much darker significance in the pages of Bible prophecy than most church leaders are aware? Charles Thomson was the Secretary of the Continental Congress and the man responsible for the final design of the Great Seal of the United States. He was said to be more familiar with the events and the people surrounding the American Revolution than any other man of his era. He spent years documenting the history of the war for independence, knowing many details which have escaped others. Though encouraged to publish his remarkable history, he chose to destroy it. He said, "I shall not undeceive future generations." That was a quote. I shall not undeceive? It's a weird word. Future generations. In other words, they were deceived, and he's not going to do anything to change that. Who was that? Charles Thomson was Secretary of the Continental Congress. What was Thomas hiding, and how has it affected the Church of America today? In this DVD, you will be looking at the faith of Thomas Paine. I mean, this guy was an absolute total devil. Just look at his quotes. I did a brief excerpt on him not too long ago, and I mean, the faith of Thomas Paine, the man who inspired the American Revolution. And I mean, there's a lot of Christians that'll quote Thomas Paine, and I just find it absolutely unbelievable and unconscionable that anybody would quote that devil. Number 2, the faith of Thomas Jefferson, author of the Declaration of Independence. The faith of John Adams, the second president of the United States. The faith of Benjamin Franklin, the only man to sign all the founding documents. I mean, that guy was a member of the Hellfire Club. They went to his house. I just saw this again the other day, that they went to the house where he had lived, and they found all of these dead, skeletons and bodies underneath the house where Benjamin Franklin had lived when he was over there, I believe, in England, when he was doing time at the Hellfire Club. Like human sacrifice stuff. The faith of George Washington, known as the father of our country. Now, I've done a whole study on him. And the study that I did, I give you the link here, but to be quite honest, the stuff I found out about him after I did the study was even worse. It was way worse. The quotes from his own writing. I don't let it be my opinion. I'm not trying to tear somebody down, but the quotes from his own writing, the Masonic way that he wrote, and I'm not making this stuff up, but if you want that Word document, just email me and I'll send it to you. But you can also listen to the teaching I did. But again, the teaching's on the early information, which is pretty much, overwhelming as it is, but the other information, it's unreal. It's unreal. My email address is drjohnson, Dr. Johnson, at the letter I, the letter X, .netcom, netcom.com. Number 6, confronting David Barton's fabled view of American history, showing from his own writings the error of his teachings. Number 7, how secret societies have worked to change the gospel of Jesus Christ. Number 8, patriotic Christianity, its role in dominionism in building of the New World Order. Number 9, the prophetic implications of the church being used to build the kingdom of Antichrist. Some heavy-duty subjects they're covering here. Chris Pinto He's the guy that invented the pinto bean. Oh, no, just kidding. Sorry, teasing. Chris Pinto produces an outstanding DVD of the same fine quality as the Secret Beginnings of America series, which are also really good, documenting the secret architecture of Washington, D.C., the occult basis for a lot of which this country was formed. You know, we've just only been told one side of the story. That's the problem. We've been told the side that, you know, the history books teach. And, you know, I'm not saying everybody was evil, but there's a lot that we haven't been told. Okay? So this will be available in mid-June. And again, anything that I advertise, I'm not making money off this stuff. I mean, I'm giving it out there so, you know, you can avail yourself to some of these things. You know, it took me years and years and years of research to kind of get to the knowledge level I'm at now. And what I'm trying to do with my listeners is catch them up as quickly as possible. And, you know, to be quite honest, now there's more resources for doing that as opposed to 15 years ago. It wasn't as available, a lot of this stuff. I mean, yeah, I found out about Maitreya like 15 years ago, but the information on it was pretty sparse compared to what there is like now. And there's a lot of really good DVDs that are out there as well. So that's something you might want to avail yourself to.